I feel like sometimes as healthcare providers, we're just able to instinctively know when we look at a patient when they're legit. It was just one of those patients, you just kind of look at him and tell there was going to be something to it.
The pain radiated from the collarbones into my shoulders and then up into my jaw region. At that point, I told my wife, we were having a heart attack and to call 911. So at that time, I told her, that we were not going to be able to wait for the ambulance because we live quite a distance from the local hospital.
Ended up halfway along Highway 613, met them halfway. Got out on the side of the road with them. We loaded up Mr. Ronnie into the back of the truck and run a 12 lead on him and obviously come back to where he's having a heart attack.
He said, Mr. Ronnie, he said, you're having a STEMI, which as a nurse, I knew what that meant. Right after that, he told his partner to call Life Flight and get them moving.
When you look at the people that we pick up, they're so far removed from health care, and it's going to be such a long period of time for them to be able to get to that, what they need. It's great to be able to land and put the health care providers we have, a qualified nurse and a paramedic, and to be able to start assisting these people from that moment to get them to the hospital and the care they need.
We were alerted that evening to respond and intercept ASAP EMS, who we work closely with in Loosedale. They said they had a cardiac patient. They had intercepted a vehicle that had already made the decision to drive themselves to the hospital to eliminate some of that response time.
Did as much as we could for him, and we struck out from there, went toward the LZ at George Regional Hospital to meet up with these guys here at Air Methods, Life Flight 2, so they could help continue out that transport to get him to the cath lab where he needed to be. To us, Life Flight 2 here in Sims is a lot closer than most of the birds in this coverage area. Plus, we have a great working relationship partner with Air Methods, and we've had for several amount of years now, and we just try to keep that good relationship with them.
I remember one thing that my wife said when they were getting ready to load me on the helicopter. She said Ben came over and was talking to her and told her that he would take care of me as if I was his family. And to tell somebody that you're loading on an ambulance at an air med, that you're going to take care of that person just like he was your family, that did wonders for my wife.
Once we arrived at the hospital, we had called ahead and let them know what our findings were, and they didn't hesitate. They took us straight in and moved him over to the table where he would be getting his procedure.
It wasn't until later when my wife, when I was able to understand that it was a 100% blockage of the LAD, which medical terms is the widowmaker. Most folks that have a 100% blockage in their widowmaker don't survive.
Without Corey's assertive decision to launch a helicopter for rapid transport to the hospital that is capable of taking a patient with Mr. Underwood's condition, I think the outcome would have been a little bit different. When Mr. Underwood stopped by the base one day and talked to us, that was a reward in itself. Being able to see that he would be there for another holiday and be able to spend time with his family and have just the outcome and the quality of life that he has been able to have.
It's not every day we get to know how much of a difference we made in a patient's life, so he's definitely reached out and made us feel a lot better about our jobs and what we do.
With the nature of what we do, it's really drop them off and get back in service as quickly as possible, so we don't always find out the outcome. To see somebody that had a positive outcome and to know that you really made a difference, that's the reason that you keep doing the job.
From the moment the heart attack happened to today, I've been nothing but blessed, been around a lot of good folks, a lot of support from my friends, my family, myself. I mean, we are forever grateful. They give me more time with my family, more holidays, more years with my wife. So, I mean, I know they probably see it every day, and it's business as usual to them, but I hope that just stopping by every once in a while and saying hi will, let them know how much I really do appreciate what they did for me.